Hello, everyone. Red in service of Lilith. Right. Again, I wanted to make this video about how to how to make people hate me. I have been thinking about this since yesterday or day before yesterday about the opposite of being liked. And the way I got into this is I've started again. Making videos. I'm just all over the place, aren't I? I've got this hair in me. Okay, yeah. This video is about how to make people hate me. How to make people hate me, how to trigger and how to cause them pain by activating their triggers. The reason why I want to talk about this is because, like I said in my in my other video, that all my life I've been actively invested in making people like me since I was a child, because like most of you, that's how we were all brainwashed to make people like us, do things to make people like us. From your caregivers. Caregivers will tell you that you have to be nice, share your toys, don't say that, don't be that, even when you're expressing your true personality. And this thing started from a very young age for most of us, with your caregivers molding you into the type of person that will suppress your nature in service of the collective liking you. And it has caused most of us to be unfulfilled because we know deep down inside that we are not fully expressed. And it's caused most of us to live a life like Henry David Thoreau said, living a life of quiet desperation, where we know that we have a secret life, or we have a secret life force that we want to live out, but because we are scared that people are going to judge us, or some people around us are going to feel bad, or they're going to feel unhappy, because that's the message we got when we were young. Like when you did something that you truly wanted to do when you were young, your mother, and then your mother tells you that don't do that. If you do that, I'm going to be angry. I'm going to be angry at you. Or they tell you, please don't do that, because if you do that, you make me feel sad, or you make me feel pain. So we then got the message as young kids, or maybe I don't want to say that we got the message, because we are not victims. We made it up that when I am my true self, or when I'm expressing my true, when I'm at my truest expression, it makes people around me unhappy. It makes them sad, and it causes them pain. And because of that, we went under. We suppressed our nature, who we truly are. And we got that message from throughout our younger years, through being teenagers, through our 20s, 30s, and for those of us that are in our 40s. And that's how the world keeps the collective in it's almost like being a slave to being liked, because that's what it is. If you want to be liked, you can never fully express yourself, because if you fully express who you are, there are going to be some people. If you want to be liked by most people, you can never fully express yourself at the beginning, at least. If you are a person who fully expresses yourself all the time, and you're truly yourself, then most people, at least at the beginning, are not going to like you. They're going to hate you, actually, and you're going to trigger a lot of pain in other people. But it's not that you are causing them pain. It's because the trigger already exists in them. And you, by just being yourself, you just bring it out. And also, it's not that you're causing them, you're the one, you're causing them hate, or you're causing them to experience hate. The reason why they experience hate is because when they look at you expressing yourself truly and freely, they they feel bad about how they are not doing that. They say to themselves, I wish I could do that. I can't do that. She's doing it. Why can't I do it? And they kind of get upset, and so they project their anger towards you, and it is experienced like as hate. But it really is it's all love. It's really love, because it's not that they hate you as a person. What they hate is that the fact that they cannot do it yet, at least. So when you are being your true self and they look at themselves and they say, I wish I could do, that's what they're saying. What they're saying is, I wish I could do this. And it makes me angry that I cannot. But she can. So she's triggering something in me that makes me see my divinity, but I'm not ready to see it yet. And this makes me angry. So it's all love. So this is why fully expressing yourself is very, very, first of all, it's the thing to do, but it's also very inspirational, because when you express yourself fully, you are giving other people to do that too. You're giving other people permission to do that too. And yes, at the beginning it might come in the form of hate and criticism and whatever, but in the end, or if you can go deeper, if you can go underneath, you know that it's all love. They are expressing their own sadness and their own anger at themselves, that they cannot be, they have not allowed themselves to be like you. So yeah, I thought I'd start doing this to recreate or reorganize my constitution, to not inciting, but to make people hate me rather than to make people like me. Because I've made people like me all my life, and what has that done to me? It's come at the cost of my true nature, and I'm not willing to do that anymore, because what's the point? What's the point of living if you cannot even express yourself fully, and you're just living for the collective? At the beginning, we had to do that. Most of us had to do that because we were trying to create a frame and a structure within which we could build ourselves up as the collective to a certain level of consciousness, so that when it comes time for the dark portal to be opened, the dark portal being the portal where the portal of a new consciousness. I don't want to get into that because that's it's a bit too much. But when it comes time for the dark portal to be opened and be available to us, when it comes time for limited consciousness to come back again, for us to welcome it as part of creation, and really not just welcome it, but actually use it. This is where we go into chaos alchemy, using like dark forces. I don't really like calling them dark forces, because it has a negative connotation, but yeah, using what we call dark forces, what we call negative forces, to create, so that the process of creation can be quicker, and so that the universe can expand quicker, then we'll be ready. So we had to all participate in creating this frame for humanity to get to a certain level of consciousness, which we've done now. And now we are ready to accept, and to not just accept, but to use negative states as part of our creation. Negative states, like you all know, I don't like calling them negative states. They're just states, like the state of love, joy, hate, shame, fear, and all those other states are also just states when we remove the judgment. So yeah, yeah, it's time for us to be able to. We are ready to now use those states too in the create in the process of creation. Um, and I am aware of this intellectually, and I want to start using it in the process of creation, but in a very practical way. The reason why I want to go to the opposite side of the way of being, for a long time, which is the nice girl who wants people to like her, never really saying what I really mean. Um, and if I say what I really mean, I try to I try to say something else, or I try to make it go down like gently, make it a little bit palatable. I'm not being too harsh. Um, so to go to the opposite end of that is to make people hate me, you know, because I've tried this state of being for a long time, and this is where it's taken me. Right now, where I am is where it's taken me, and I'm not happy with where I am. I understand that I am not a victim, and I understand that I wanted to experience the state of being, the state of uh, being a nice girl who wants to be liked, because I wanted to volunteer, participate. I wanted to participate in the creation of taking humanity to a certain level of consciousness. But now I feel that we've gotten to that consciousness, and most people feel that already. So now it's time to go the other way and to introduce these other states who have been existing in us for quite a while, but mostly been existing in most of us as shadows. We've not really fully expressed them consciously, and therefore we've not been able to be in control of them. And hate is one of those things. Not just expressing it as a shadow, but actually taking control of it, taking full responsibility of when and how I express it, and being comfortable sitting in it, just like I was comfortable in expressing being light, or expressing um, expressing being liked. So the reason why I want to go to this side is because I feel like I cannot just go straight to what was I supposed to go straight to? Okay, I forgot what exactly that is. But yeah, it's about making people hate me, being comfortable in being hated. So and this will enable me to it will enable me to say what I want. It will enable me to be truly um, and truly and fully expressed. Because if I just want people to hate me, okay, what I wanted to say is that I feel like I cannot go to be just fully expressed, because I feel like if I just go straight to being, if I just focus on being fully expressed, I'm still gonna want people to like me. But I want to go to being to make people hate me first, and then come back, come back to the middle, which is what as human beings we do this a lot. We go to the extreme and then we come back. We go from being nice to become being narcissists, and then we come to the middle. It's just something that, as human beings, we have done for a long time, because we find it difficult to hold paradox. We find it difficult to be nice and mean at the same time. So we either go one way or the other, and it's not a bad thing. It's good to experience different states. That's how you change. That's how you change your character, and that's how you also change That's how you also change your results. So yeah, it's gonna be I'm excited about it. I'm a bit, like I said, I'm a bit terrified, but I'm also excited because it's completely different. It's a completely different way from. It's gonna be a completely different way from who I've always been. And I'm the thing that I feared the most is the thing that I'm now gonna be um, going towards head first, because I don't want to be in fear anymore. I don't want to fear any state because I'm a creator. I'm the creator of these states, and it's silly. It's silly being a creator of these states, and hate already resides in me because when I see something online or somewhere that triggers hate in me, I express it. So why be fearful of it when it already resides in me? Both hate and love reside in me, so there's nothing to fear. Yeah, okay. At the beginning, it might be a little bit challenging to hold. I'm not sure. Maybe not. Um, I do remember the first time I said no deliberately when I got tired of being a nice girl and I started saying no to people. I remember the first time when I really said no, I can't do this. I really stood my ground and I said no. I felt it in my body. I felt so bad. I had to go and lie down because I could actually feel the pain of saying no to these people that I respected, that respected me, and that we had certain expectations of each other. And I said no because I wasn't comfortable again to be. I wasn't comfortable again to be in that arrangement. And I stood my ground for the very first time, and I could feel the pain of it. And probably this time too, it's going to be like that. But I'm still here. And I've evolved from that stage of being the nice girl who always says yes, 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 to slowly building more and more boundaries. And now I have boundaries that are like unbreakable, and yeah, that's the process of expansion. So I have to expand from this state too. This need for everyone to like me all the time because it's affecting my earning power, like I said in the other video, because I know that what I earn, how much I earn is closely related to how much I express, how much I express myself. The more I hold back on being truly myself, the less I earn. The more I express myself fully and wholly, the more I earn. So um, so how to make people hate me? Well, I guess the first way will be to say exactly what I feel like saying. No sugarcoating, no nothing. Just go online, say exactly what I want to say. That's one way. The other way is cold calling. The industry that I'm in, um, I have to cold call, and some people don't like that. I've seen some people their comments online and that, but the people who have, including one of my coaches, who have made the most sales, didn't just wait for people to call them or contact them. They cold call. They did cold calls. They they took the initiative, and yeah, sometimes people will say no, thank you. Sometimes people will just you know give you a time and never get back to you. But I have to keep going, and this is what I've been running away from, like being annoying. Being an annoying person. All these things of being an annoying person, being a pushy person, all of these are shadows in me, which do come out every now and then from me. But now it's time for me to like fully use those shadows consciously to get what I want, because I've been using the other positive, quote unquote positive things, and the where they've brought me now, I don't really like it. And this is what I was thinking about. How can these things be positive, and how can these things be be thought and be disseminated to us as being positive and as being, I know, noble qualities and noble values, but only 1% of the world's population is rich, or only 1% of the world's population has the resources to do or be what they want to be. If it's so noble to be liked and to cause people to like you, then how come 99% of us are miserable? 99% of us are living in quiet desperation. 99% of us are depressed, not living life to our fullest potential. If being liked causing people to like you is such a noble quality, then the opposite would be true, isn't it? So I was thinking about this. I'm like, there's a lot of bullshit going on, and this is it's a scam. It's a scam to make people like you, and that we've been taught for a very long time. It's a scam to make people like you. It's a scam that it's noble, that's what you're supposed to be. And the whole social media, Facebook, Instagram, and all those other social media platforms are portals in support or in service of being liked, if you know what I mean. But if you have the courage to go against the grain and be hated, your message will be more potent, and people are going to gravitate to you. People are going to come, and yeah, you're going to get the brunt of it, but you're going to make an impact too, because you're saying something. It's almost like you're a mole in the matrix. You're it's the matrix of technology, or the matrix of social media, where everybody's looking to be liked, getting likes, getting subscribers, and and then you pop up and say something triggering, really, really triggering. And yeah. So yeah, it's a different state of being. And it's going to make me really, really have to stand up for myself. It's going to really, really strengthen my my will to have my own back. And yeah, there's nothing bad that can come out of it. The only bad thing, which is not really bad, is that I'm gonna feel hurt. I'm probably gonna feel hurt at the beginning, but after a while, I'm gonna be used to it, and I have to allow myself to go through that. And I will have to see being hurt as in another way, in a way that's beneficial to me, in a way that says, it's not that I'm hurt that people are saying things about me or whatever. It's that hurt gives me the capacity to know that I can feel deeply, and if I can feel hurt deeply, that means I can also love deeply, and it's all in service of love, and all in service of expansion, and just seeing the bigger picture. Yeah, I think, yeah, seeing the bigger picture of creation, and just understanding that, it is what it is. This video is all over the place. But yeah, I will. Maybe I'll do another video. I'll do a part two. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll do a part two of this.